Hey everyone, it is your old pal, SimplySuperDave, coming to you this thirsty Thursday edition of Staying Super with yours truly. Oh, man, the week is almost over. Everybody got through their hump day okay, I hope. Great. I'm glad. It's been a very crazy week. It has been for a while for me. I don't know about all y'all. Just the struggle of keeping up with everything with the price increase in every category across the board makes life a little bit more interesting when you were just getting by before, like last year. A year ago, what a drastic change. Those are the things I remember presidencies for, by the way. That's how I judged those. I don't care what the explanation was. When you look back, who was the manager, what happened under there, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit the most important topic out of the way about Damar Hamlin, the Buffalo Bills player that got hurt Monday Night Football, had a cardiac arrest after he stood up and right there had to be resuscitated on field, taken off field, put in hospital. Today woke up and was holding hands with his family. Seems like he's there. All good news. Big thumbs up. So there you go, folks. So that's awesome news to hear about that. I would love to see him back on the field a year from now. I know that's never going to happen. He had a cardiac arrest on the football field. He is a liability as a football player. I believe that he'll be taken care of. I think that if you gave me at least 1 year's worth of NFL wages, I would have. I would be able to live off that at least by 10 years. But anyway, needless to say, here or there, that's not up for anybody's business really to debate his money situation or what happens from here on out. But he should be taken care of. I think there was a lot of support. The world saw it. I think he'll be fine. The fact that he is awake and he's going in the right direction and he's there, like he held hands and I guess spoke, so I mean, that's good. So that's what we all needed to hear. So with that being said, and here's the selfish asshole I am, let's get on with this football because football isn't going anywhere. Like I said, this isn't the first time. It's just the stage and everything that happened. That was a big deal, It made the world stop and pay attention. Someone, on prime time, that's crazy. Nobody ever wants to see that. That's a tragedy within itself. So we had to make sure that was seen through. And the fact that he did make it, that's the best news possible. And what I was really hoping for. And so that's good, which means we can focus back on, because I'm a Detroit Lions fan, so football is a pretty big deal right now because we got to win it Sunday against Green Bay, and I need the Matthew Stafford Rams to beat Seattle for us to get into the playoffs. But I think they're fixing to change. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to screw with it and mess it up, I think. But I mean, I don't know what you do with that game, but I don't know if you could play it now at this point. And if you know what I'm saying, it's just kind of one of those, I don't know. That's a tough decision, I guess. But that's football matters. But at the end of the day, it's a tough decision as far as football is concerned. As far as real life is concerned, it don't mean shit, okay? We all know this. The Hamlin story is real life, and that actually has legitimate weight to it. So, but we're all good there. I'm sure we'll all follow his recovery, and just awesome that that news came out today. So, not even a couple days. I mean, so that's good. He didn't stay. You know what I'm saying? That's a good recovery already. You can tell he's a strong young man. Just tragic that happened to him, and I'd like to look at it again and try to figure out what caused it. I still think it's the stand-up effect. He shot up, man. He was in the moment. I don't know. That's crazy. That is crazy. I would love to know what caused that for a 24-year-old man like that. Seems a lot of stories across the nation of such things happening with athletes, and that's just kind of weird. I don't want to toss it up to saying that it has never been there before, and maybe the stories just weren't all there before. You know what I'm saying? Like, was the information being, why is it being, that's when you start questioning what information's out there or not. Like, why didn't we hear about this before? Blah, 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 blah. Like the Epstein list, you know, like, why don't we see that client list? Because a judge decided that the public wasn't ready, couldn't handle it. How do you feel as an adult to have another adult tell you, nah, you can't handle it? Bitch, please, you need to let me see that motherfucking list. I don't know about you, but that's like, I don't know how to feel about anybody that defends not seeing that list. That is a list of it's a client list of bad things. I don't want a specific charges there, but we obviously know it involves sex trafficking and so forth like that. But among all the other conspiracy theory details about everything, I don't believe in the flight logs so much, as those are just invitations to try to pull people in. But the ones that stuck around and came back, and the ones that initiated and became part of the client list, that list, I want to know who's on that list. I think it's weird how you can get the flight log list, but you can't get the client list. And then she, the right-hand man, so to speak, right-hand woman, Miss Maxine, however you say her last name, Glasnow. Anyway, I don't really care about her name and if I get it right or not. She doesn't fucking deserve it anyway. Anyway, she gets put in jail and everything, and the information's blocked, but we got to watch every fucking word of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I mean, it was like, wow, that's the trial people care about over that? It just shows you the media controls who controls the media? The corporations. Corporations control it all. They pay off the politicians. Corporate America is what's destroying the very fabric of what makes all this cool shit we got important to us. And I'm talking about even the internet. Look how it looks. I mean, it's just insane how much they have commercialized every little thing. It's almost sickening to a point. You know, and I guess it's because I'm still connected to that nature's side of things. I don't want to be fully immersed into digital technology, but at the same time, I don't want to be left behind either, you know? Like, it's a part of my job. Like I said, you got to use this little apple of knowledge to do my job every day now, you know? It's integrated to that point. So now it's like, man, I got to make sure I have my apple of knowledge with me so I can go to work. And I don't know. It just baffles me that information is so withheld. The JFK assassination. Look, they had a whole story ready to roll. Everything's planned out. Everything went haywire once all the pictures and, most important of all, the Zapruder film came out, because that was the first. Film wasn't a big deal back then. Well, it was, but you had to be very rich to have one, and or unique. And the fact that there was a camera recording, I don't know if that was actually planned or not, but I don't think they weren't expecting that. Because when you watch the film, it totally contradicts everything that the Warren report says. And But we have to accept what was passed as, it's like, what? Why was all this other stuff hidden? And even to the day, what they released is still blacked out, or what? It's just not there because, they didn't have to put it there. They ain't going to be around. Anybody that did anything with that then would be gone now. So it doesn't matter, right? Oh my gosh. And I don't like it when people lock files away for that. That means you'll get to find out, but once everybody that's gone, no, that's not fair, right? So yeah, that Epstein list. I would like to know that client list. I would like to know who exactly is out there doing things that I would not endorse by watching their movies or listening to their music. Even if it's somebody I have supported for a very long time. I would like that whole thing to be just busted open. But I think there's a lot of ties there. I mean, like when you look at Corey Feldman over the years and what he has been just begging people to listen to him. People make jokes about him. They still do. They do it on purpose because the media controls that whole, he's a joke. He's a joke. He's a joke. I don't care if he's a joke. I know he's got the Michael Jackson performance at fairs and stuff like that he's doing. He's trying to stay relevant or whatever, and I get it. And that's a hard thing to watch. But at the same time, everything he did say was true. I mean, what did he have to hide? He was a victim. He was a fucking victim. Barbara Walters chastised him as instead of embracing a child coming forth about something that happened to him. And I know a lot of people have a lot of respect for Barbara Walters, and I do have my respect for her. She was a trendsetter, she blah, 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 but it could have been somebody else. I don't know. There's moments like that where I hear her say that is obviously that she was a paid spokesman. I don't know if what she was saying is how she really felt or if she just got the paycheck and said, okay, this is what I believe in now, and then became that, because, I mean, to question a child when they make an accusation like that, and especially on live TV, you have to look up the footage yourself. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. Corey Feldman, Barbara Walters, whatever. And I'm not trying to ruin Barbara's name. Nah, Barbara Walters. I love her. But she had her buck up moments just like anybody does. Like anybody does, I'm not judging her all from that one moment, but that was wrong. You put a kid on TV today and you do that to him, and everybody be like, what the fuck's wrong with this person? So this thing. Then again, I mean, she was pretty stern. This is where I got my respect for her at. There's an interview with her and Sean Connery. I'm sure many of you have seen clippets of that where Sean Connery explains it's okay to slap a woman. Obviously, Barbara had a little bit of a problem with that. So that was a little back and forth exchange right there where she stood her ground, but Sean stood his as well. It was quite interesting and entertaining. Not judgmental on either one of them, but I'm pretty sure Sean Connery had a pretty big ego at that point in time. I mean, if you just what a dude! Sean Connery's film legacy alone, man, that's one to look up and just go watch them all. Highlander, Robin Hood, James, of course, the James Bond series. I mean, that's what made him. The Rock. I mean, who doesn't love The Rock? The Rock. His voice, man. It makes me want to go watch The fucking Rock right now, and just because it's that good. That's a good movie right there. That would definitely be in our top action movie list. We'll be doing one of those. There will be another podcast here shortly, probably, maybe, doing number 7 on the top 10 Dave films of all time. Number 7 is going to be interesting because it was a trendsetter. And not only that, but it's an iconic film that everybody has seen. And if you have not seen it, I don't know what's wrong with you. But anyway, tune in to the next episode to find out what movie drops in at number 7. Other than that, I think that's a nice little wrap-up session to get caught up with everybody this Thursday. It's pretty crazy out there. One last political note. So we went over Hamlin, doing A-OK. That's great. It's time to get football going again. Is there going to be repercussions from that? I mean, he is okay. Is that just a personal condition or not? These are questions that need to be answered, but at the same time, that's not going to stop the world from turning, right? It's football. And that I hate to say it, sound insensitive, but I said if he's okay, I think it's time to kick it back into high gear. It's playoff time, baby. I'm a Lions fan. I've been waiting my whole life to make the playoffs. Again, since 19... whatever. We haven't won a game. We haven't won a playoff game since 1992. Okay, so there you go. Or 91, 92. You know how it crosses over like that. But just how everything's a little messed up out there, and it's crazy. And I understand that. But you got to stay positive with it, right? Corporate agendas everywhere, lurking, politician. Oh, the politician, the political note. Oh, yeah. The Speaker of the House thing. What the hell is going on here? This is turning into a joke, right? For one, the Democrats, I'm totally just... Look, I've been mostly Democratic my whole life because I always believe in progress. And I believe you got to break down barriers to do that. All right? But I do not go to the extreme of thinking of changing the whole world by forcing it to do something, forcing it to do anything. This is America. You don't force people to do shit. It's freedom of opinion, freedom of choice. Choice is a big word for me, by the way, folks. I like choice. I dig choice a lot. Choice, turns me on. Woo. But, in the country we're in today, it feels like if you're against something that's the most popular narrative, then you're going to get ostracized, or you're going to get punished, or you might lose your job. Oh, we're gonna put you at the bottom of the feed. We're gonna put a 30-day ban on you there, because we're gonna make sure you just don't ever speak again about that. You're gonna learn your little lesson, man. Oh, yeah, confidential list and stuff. But anyway, political note, Speaker of the House. The Republicans finally have a shot to just, get in there and get someone in there and get going, right? You would think they would have their shit together. Well, guess what? They do not have their shit together. And even though I'm not all Democratic, I'm partly Democrat. I'm middle. I'm Democratic and Republican. I believe you got to have both. But the Democrats are just too extreme right now. And we need a party to off-balance that a little bit. And it's pretty clear, if anything else I see from what I've seen in the past 2 days, the Republican Party is broken. They are way off. I do not know that if you ever need proof to show a party that's split and broke, there you go. That's all I'm going to say. And you can say, no, blah, 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 blah. No, dude, I just look at it as what I see, it ain't hard to figure out. You got Republicans not on they should have already had their shit. Don't they hang out together? They should have already known who, what, when, You got them trying to put people up there that don't want to be up there. And the one that they think they should be up there, people were against. And then one dude said Trump today. No shit. And so I'm like, what is going on at this clown show? So anyway, if you need some entertainment, go watch some highlight clips of that circus today. And we'll see how that actually turns out as it's ongoing. Other than that, I hope everybody enjoys this Thursday. Just think about it. You're almost to Friday. Just keep digging it out. Keep swimming. Keep focused on it. The whole world's going to go crazy around you. It's like being in a big ocean with a lot of currents and a lot of weird things floating by, coming down from the deep, things you never even heard of, seen of before. Imagine an ocean, just vastness, and there you are in your bubble, full of all the energy that you have inside of you. Either you're going to make this journey awesome by making it a positive bubble, or you're going to make it a bummer drummer of a ride. Don't make your bubble so dim. Keep it bright so you know where you're going in the dark ocean and you don't end up running into a jellyfish or a shark or something. Keep your bubble bright so you know where the fuck you're going. And remember, when you get thirsty on Thursday, take a sip. Enjoy it. You're alive another day. Remember, hate and fear is only conquered by, well, two things, actually. Love and laughter. So go be a conqueror. Don't be a victim. SimplySuperDave out.